Good afternoon, children. We will continue on the face of it, a play from Vistas. Yesterday we read Mr. Lamb tried to have every optimistic word for every passive and pessimistic word of Derry. He was trying to make him understand that each and everyone that we meet in this world is not a negative fellow and he can be called our friend. Mr. Lamb also motivates and encourages him and tells him that the death would come when it will come, and so we should not get afraid of it or we should not get afraid of being humiliated. So we cannot challenge the destiny, and so we should leave everything to God and allow the things to happen according to His wish. Now let's continue with the lesson. We are on page number 64. Mr. Lamb says doesn't mean they are enemies. So Mr. Lamb is trying to make understand Derry that if we do not say that they are our friend whom we meet every day in our life, they cannot be counted as enemies also. No, they are just nothing. People, that's all. People are never just nothing. Never. There are some people I hate. That do you more harm than any bottle of acid. Acid only burns your face. Only? Like a bomb only blew up my leg. There is worse things can happen. You can burn yourself away inside. After had come home, one person said he had have been better off stopping in there in the hospital. He would be better off with others like himself. She thinks blind people only ought to be with other blind people and idiot boys with other idiot boys. And people with no legs altogether. That's right. What kind of world would that be? At least there would be nobody to stare at you because you weren't like them. So, according to Derry, only Mr. Lamb has said that acid or the burnt face is only the part of his life, part of his body. The ugly appearance or the ugly cheek is only the part of his body, and that should not be given so much importance because he can do much more, as he said, as we read yesterday also, that he can be better than others if he wishes to. Then on the other side, Derry feels that whosoever he has met till now, they all speak negatively. Once he heard one person speak that all blind people should remain with the blind people, all lame people should remain with the lame people. So it would have been better that Derry would have remained with those people who would have burnt face or burnt mark on the body. In that case, at least nobody would be there to stare at him. And people with no legs altogether. That's right. What kind of world that would be? At least there would be nobody to stare at you because you weren't like them. So you think you are just the same as all the other people with burnt faces? So that's important, children. Underline this. So all the burnt face, all the people who have the with the burnt face cannot be called similar to each other because each individual has his own temperament, attitude, mannerisms, and many more things. So we cannot say that all the people who are having the similar kind of physical impairment, they are similar to each other in their attitudes. Just by what you look like, everything is different. Everything's the same, but everything is different itself. How do you make all that out? So Derry is amazed to find Mr. Lamb's speech because nobody he has ever found till now who has spoken in such a manner to him. So Mr. Lamb says by watching, listening and thinking, he has evaluated the life in this manner. I would like a place like this, a garden. I would like a house with no curtains, with the gates always open. So Mr. Lamb is trying to say that everything mine is yours and everybody's. So the gate is always open. You can come here, enjoy. But this isn't mine. Everything is yours if you want it. What's mine is anybody's. So I could come here again. Even if you were out, I could come here. Certainly, you might find others here, of course. Oh, well, that needn't stop you. You needn't mind. Ah, it would stop them. They would mind me when they saw me here. They look at my face and run. So, children, Mr. Lamb says that Derry is always welcome in his house and he will be able to find many more friends in Mr. Lamb's house. To that, Derry says that if he would come, then the people would not come because they don't want to look at his ugly face. Mr. Lamb says they might not. You would have to take the risk. So would they. So you will also have to take the risk. At least come once and find out whether people behave in the manner that you are thinking or not. No, you would. You might have me and lose all your other friends because nobody wants to stay near me if they can help it. I have not moved. So Mr. Lamb says, when I did not move, it might be possible that many such people are there similar to me who do not move, who do not run away from you. No, when I go down the street, the kids shout, "Lay me lamb," but they still come into the garden, into my house. It's a game. They are not afraid of me. Why should they be? Because I am not afraid of them. That's why not. So he says that people are not afraid of me. I am called Lamy Lamb, but that doesn't bother me also. Did you get your leg blown off in the war? Certainly. How will you climb on a ladder and get the crab apples down then? Oh, there are lot of things I have learned to do and plenty of time for it. Years I take it steady. So this confession makes us understand, children, that there is nobody in his house for years and he is staying all alone and nobody comes to rescue, nobody comes to help him out or give him any kind of aid. So he has learned a lot of things by staying alone. So even if he is having a lame body, even if he is not able to walk with a lame leg, he is not able to walk properly with a physical impairment, still he has learned to climb on a ladder and get the crab apples down. Oh, there are a lot of things. So, if you fell and broke your neck, ask Derry. You could lie on the grass and die. If you were on your own, I could. Mr. Lamb says, yes, it is true. I can die. You said I could help you if you want to, but my mother will want to know where I am. It's 3 miles home across the fields. I am 14, but they still want to know where I am. So at the age of 14, especially in the teenagers, the children think that they are grown in age and they are the grown up people and therefore nobody should bother about them or nobody should interfere into whatever they do. So Mr. Lamb says people worry. So mother would worry. That is why she is going to ask you. Derry says people fuss. They only create fuss. They do not worry about anything. Go back and tell them. It's 3 miles. So my house is 3 miles. It's a fine evening. You have got legs. Once I got home, they would never let me come back. Once you got home, you would never let yourself come back. You don't know. You don't know what I could do. No, only you know that. If I chose, if you chose. I don't know everything, boy. I can't tell you what to do. So, Mr. Lamb is only making a suggestion that he can go, we can visit his house, return back after telling his mother so that his mother doesn't worry. And Derry feels that the distance to the house is 3 miles and once he would go there, his parents would not allow him to come back again. So Mr. Lamb says that if Derry wishes, he can come.